All right, so hello and welcome back. I am very pleased to, I don't know, just to be here today, to be living and very happy. And I do appreciate everything that happens, and I'm very grateful to God for everything. So today I wanted to talk about the following. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is that don't be easily triggered. If there's anything that I want to tell myself, anything that I have to better in my personality, it would definitely be don't be easily triggered. When you're easily triggered, that means you have not grown up out of being a child and you're still a child. You can't control, you're embarrassing yourself, you're getting angry out of control. When you leave the control zone of your life, you turn into a turd. Really. People who lose control, whether it is alcohol or anything, just the feeling of losing control is you letting go of what is an adult and what is right to what is wrong. Personally, I do not like to lose control at all. So work on this, my anger. I lose control over my anger. I look bad when I'm angry. And that's the problem. Know how to express your anger correctly. The problem with me is that here's the thing, every human being on this earth has emotions, and anger is one of them. But the problem is when you cannot control that particular emotion, it turns into a problem. And what I am trying to do is that I am trying not to embarrass myself. And I'm talking in general. Whenever you get angry, you embarrass yourself. So instead of being angry, try and be logical. Count till 10. I've never tried the counting till 10 method. It just never works for me personally. I feel like I'm suppressing something and it comes out even stronger. However, this time around, you're going to act a little bit more logical. And if you're angry, and especially if you're angry for no reason, you're going to take yourself down to the gym. You're going to go to the gym, get that negative energy out on something positive, and always exclude yourself from negative situations. If you know a situation is going to turn negative, don't attend. Period. Your life is full of venues and avenues where you can celebrate your festivities. Anything that brings positivity into your life, this is where you're found. Anything that brings negativity into my life, or any type of negativity, even if it is you're talking to a group of people and they're talking negatively about the whole world, that is a negative environment. You do not want to be surrounded by a negative environment. You do not want to be surrounded by individuals that are concerned about other people, because if they talked about themselves, they know no one is going to hear. So you want to be around people that will bring you up. Okay, and I'm not saying don't socialize with anybody that you don't think will bring you up. You as a human and as a future doctor, you have to be like a diplomat. You are going to talk to a variety of people, and you're going to understand is that don't have the mindset of how dare they do this? How do they have the audacity or the nerve to do this? No, you're living in a world where people will have the audacity to absolutely do everything. It is how you react that's going to make the difference. It's not what they're doing or anything, how dare they, blah blah. People dare. That's just people. You're around people, they're going to dare. They're going to cross their boundaries, they're going to test your boundaries, and your job is to respond to that very calmly, because a lot of people are trying to get a reaction off of you. Believe me, they try to get a reaction. Some people are that empty in the head that they're going to want to get, and they live on that reaction that you give. People are sick to points unbelievable. And because you know that, and because you've been around a lot of people at this point, I've traveled the world and I've seen so much, I realized that people are so empty-headed, so empty-souled, they can't live with themselves. And then you hear again, people in the pandemic, when they had to quarantine, people started committing suicide. Honestly, living with those people is a punishment. And look, being them and living with themselves is a punishment. They couldn't live with themselves. So a huge number of the population started committing suicide during the pandemic. That is just based on studies, and that means you as a human cannot stand being alone with yourself. Imagine what harmful energy are they going to give to the entire universe and other people. So just think of it. Some people that walk in up in your life, not even their mom can like them. Not even their mom can stand them. Literally, like, you get encountered with certain people in life where even their own mother is finding it hard to like them. So don't be like, why am I like this? You're just living in the universe, and you're facing the ugly in the humankind. And there's a lot of them. I've realized that the bad outweighs the good in so many ways. Which brings me to my next point, is that not everybody as small as an ant could make a huge impact in your life. You should not be thinking about certain like microscopic individuals. It's just the way it works. As much as we like to sound very inclusive and very nice, but some people are worth that much and maybe less. So another thing that I wanted to talk about is, you know, I have this girl in me, you know, and a lot of people interpret her as being weak. A lot of the women are always interpreted as being weak. That's why a lot of women are overreactive, and you do not want to be that type of a woman. You have to be a very calm, because it doesn't come along with women. Being calm is not something women have. Being calm is a commodity in the women industry, basically. Be calm. The way you talk should not be loud. You should be calm. When you're talking and somebody like talks or whatever they do, you speak slower. And a lot of the time you need to know how to react to a lot of situations. I don't know to what extent. I'm waiting for my sister to wake up so I can have that interview done. This is a silly interview, but I feel like I want to have it. Who's this? I literally have not been saving my numbers. I don't know who that is. Yeah, so where was I? Somebody just texted me, was like, how's farm? I don't know. I don't know who you are. Anyways, I got a 90% in farm, and I got about an 87% as a total grade, which I'm happy about.